Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Big House. This massive crowd assembled here today to cheer on the Wolverines, already chanting, "Go Blue." And a rivalry like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, the tradition and the history, but right here, right now, there's great intensity. This is why these guys came to these schools, to play in games like this. The Buckeyes will kick this deep to begin the game. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will begin backed up off that poor return. And here we go. Wolverines and Buckeyes. Everything that's gone into this game for 365 days is about to play out right now, Kirk.
And there's just something right? When you look out on that field and you see the colors on the field competing against each other. Maize and blue and scarlet and gray. Let's see what happens. See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Takes the handoff, heads to the right. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. You recall the last time they played, the Wolverines won a very close game. That has not been forgotten in Columbus for a single minute since then.
No, and if I remember right, it was the Michigan defense that really stepped up and prevailed and led them to a close victory the last time out. Let's see what happens today if the Buckeyes offense can make the adjustments.
The Wolverines line up on 1st and 10. He hands it off from the gun. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Well, for many, this is the quintessential college football rivalry. It combines tradition, high intensity, and very often high stakes.
Yeah, Chris, I really think the rivalry has changed over the years. Guys in my era would tell you it was a game that was the most heated but the most respected because of the way you were recruited by both schools. There was the Woody, there was the...
We'll take a deep shot. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th. The Wolverines bring their punt team onto the field. And that sets up a return. The coverage team able to bring him down. The Buckeyes offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. If there's one guy on this defensive side, Kirk, who can be a game wrecker, it's this elite pass rusher, very much on the quarterback's mind today.
Yeah, Chris, but it's going to be very tough. This quarterback does a nice job of moving around in the pocket, and also he's going to have an awareness of exactly where this guy is and have a clock in his mind about how quickly that ball needs to get out.
They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Take it down, but not before he makes the 1st down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the 1st down.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Makes a quick catch. Refusing to be brought down before gaining 1st down yardage.
Boy, another great throw and catch here by the Buckeyes, and it just makes you think back how far this offense has come from the days of being known of 3 yards in a cloud of dust to now being one of the more efficient passing offenses in the country. Year after year, you go back to Cardale Jones and J.T. Barrett, all the way back to Troy Smith, and most recently with C.J. Stroud and Justin Fields. Just another great quarterback that we're watching.
The Buckeyes looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, handoff. Touchdown, Ohio State. He would not be denied. Wow, it is an impressive start, Kirk, in an emotional game like this. To be so efficient, to click like that early is impressive.
Well, it's very impressive and a great way to start for this team because all the build-up and all the hype, now you can just settle in and play your game.
Try to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackle at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. And the Wolverines Wolverines offense is back on the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Ball handed off. They'll bring him down just short of the 20.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
It's a run to the left. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Horde. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
That completion makes it second and medium. On the run, it's Cook. No shot to bring him down. They bring him down, but a solid run there by the sophomore.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And the Wolverines pick up first down yards to keep the drive going. Quarterback drops back. That's going to be incomplete. A first down drop here in the middle of the field. Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. They look to throw it here on second down. Airing this one out toward the sideline. Pass hauled in inside the 15. And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. First and goal from the 9. So that huge gain quickly sets up a first and goal just inside the 10.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Ball back at the 10-yard line now for second and goal. A run to the left, trying to find Pater. And they're just able to get him down at the 1. So close.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now third down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to
muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Wolverines. Kicking team on now for the extra point. And there's the point after. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. It's a short return. They bring him down to the 22, but this defense steps up and makes a big play.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
What's the call here? The drive begins with excellent field position. Here's the handoff. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards, so second and 6. The Wolverines are in the red zone. Second down, they're going to throw it. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. A huge hit by the linebacker. A collision of big bodies there.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
They'll try to run for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. The Wolverines come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it here. Tackled at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or...
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
They'll return it from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. Keeping it on the ground here. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid game.
Back to throw. It's Tuggle. Quick completion to the tight end. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands cover.
The pass is intercepted. Not a great return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out a scoring threat. They'll set the offense up at the 31. Michigan offense back out on the field. Really excellent possession last time. They mixed the run and pass, kept the defense off balance and route to a touchdown. And tackled after a small pickup there.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Under heavy pressure, he takes a shot. He launches too high, out of bounds, and incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. They've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. That's a nice game to move the sticks here as time runs out in the first quarter. Hands off to the left. And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play. So, Kirk, Michigan has the lead here at the end of the quarter. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly. So here we go, third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. Try and muscle for the first down. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. The offense knocking on the door here with a first and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Touchdown, Wolverines. This offense really clicking. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
Automatic on the PAT. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Hand off to the right side. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
To the air, it's Tuggle. Fires it to the wideout. He pulls it in for a big gain. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down.
Just another great example, Chris, of an Ohio State quarterback and receiver combination being so dangerous. Think about it, over the last 8 or 10 years, I think Ohio State has been as consistent as anybody when it comes to the passing game and the efficiency that comes with it.
It's a quick grab. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Nice play-action call here by this offensive coordinator. You can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if the quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, pick up some big yards.
And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Running back grabs it on a screen. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Well, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards in the first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Draw's a good way to keep the defensive line in check and use their aggressiveness against them. It can be real effective, even in passing situations, if you mix it in correctly.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Hand it off for a draw. The Buckeyes pick up enough yards to move the sticks.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's the offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. To throw, it's Tuggle. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. And he knocks that one right through.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They really had the defense off balance in the last possession, mixing run and pass extremely well. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. That completion sets up a 2nd down play. Tight end goes in motion. Trying to find room, but it's Cook. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
4th down, he's throwing for it. Finds his man, has the first down. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond.
Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. 1st and goal from the 9. Offense racing down the field. It sets up a 1st and goal inside the 10. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And they'll get him down that time. Second and goal for the offense. Trying to find the end zone off the right side. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Well, he came close to putting this ball into the end zone, but he comes up short. Now we're looking at a 3rd and goal. Boy, the defense is digging in. The offensive line
fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
And the extra point makes it an 18-point game, 28-10. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football out to the 25-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. It's hard to win these games just kicking field goals. They need to find the end zone here, some urgency. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Dropping back. It's Tuggle. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's looking to make a big play downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The Buckeyes will line up on 1st and 10. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And the receiver snags it. It's complete. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
And the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. Down he goes, a sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
That sack sets up a 3rd down play. From the shotgun, drops back, makes a quick grab. The reception gets about 7 yards with 4th down coming up here. The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. He connected the first time. This attempt is from 44 yards away. Knocks that one right down the middle.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So they settle for 3, and now the kickoff. We'll see if the opposing offense has enough time to answer before halftime. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. They've got to be pleased with their performance here in the first half. Let's see if they just play it cautious and get to the break in front. Throws to the tight end. And the senior quarterback, lucky he didn't get picked off, almost made a freshman mistake. So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. And he'll set up to throw. And they heave it deep downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. And now it's 3rd down.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that 3rd down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a 1st down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got 4th down.
He'll call for the fair catch here. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Dropping back, it's Tuggle. Receiver makes the grab. Defense makes the stop after the completion. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Conrad's now has our halftime update. The Wolverines will kick it off to begin the second half. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Past the 10. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. This game has suddenly gotten more interesting, so this offense needs to be productive here. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off.
Looking to make a play deep downfield. Oh, that one's picked off. Breaks a tackle into the clear. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
Quarterback keeps the football. Running through the tackle. Tackle made, but the game moves the ball to the 30.
Man, is he pretty to watch run this option. He is so dangerous with the threat to run or to throw. This time he keeps it himself, and you can see how much ground he eats up with that kind of speed.
Catch made on the left side. He made the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on 1st and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action, and you throw to the big man for some positive yards on 1st and 10.
And that pass is hauled in over the middle. There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage.
Nicely run slant here by the wide receiver. The footwork created just enough separation for the catch.
It's a quarterback keeper. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Looking downfield, it's Tuggle. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal. Buckeyes looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a job by this defense. They would simply not relent. Incredible effort.
They'll try to run this one in. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And the crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Oh, this is how you start to get rolling. That's 2 touchdowns so far, and the more he gets fed, the more often he's going to cash in.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's going to be stopped short. The 2-point try fails. They're still down by 2. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Again, makes it second and medium. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
The Wolverines lining up here on 1st and 10. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Wolverines. Extra point try coming now. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. An inside give now from the shotgun. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
That back. Where to go? Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Now it's 2nd down here. Dropping back, it's Tuggle. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. He stopped just short of that 1st down marker, inches away from it. 3rd down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. They'll give it to the back. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. The Buckeyes will line up to kick it away. And the offense will punt for the first time this afternoon. And the returner is brought down. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. So some of that first half lead is gone. This game has gotten tighter. There's some urgency now in this possession. Just a small gain, looking at 2nd and 9. Receivers are bunched together. The back's got it. Not much on that play, brought down short. This guy has been all over the field today. Talk about an inspired performance.
Well, he's playing with a lot of emotion today. It's a rivalry game. He's flying around, just leaving everything he has out on that field.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
Caught way downfield for a huge gain. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going. Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. 1st down. Looking to throw the football. Receiver makes the catch. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
You know, these kind of routes are always great for receivers who do a really good job of yards after the catch situations. And they're easy completions for the quarterback.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that 1st down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. And the Wolverines looking to keep this drive moving. The shotgun running play call. Aiming for the end zone. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. And now the try for the two-point conversion. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And he's got it. So the two-point try is successful, and they build the lead even further. There's a kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together with this drive? Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. He'll hand it off. Powers through a tackle. It's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
That's an important first down on that running play. Sticking with the running game. Breaking tackles. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
But the defense coordinator this week already telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Handing off on the draw play.
Ball carried by the running back. Picks up 1. Third down coming.
Tough spot. The offense has to convert a 3rd and long from the 30 to get this drive going. Back to throw. It's Tuggle. Lets it fly to the wide out. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. We're going to kick it away for the second time. And here's the return. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. Trying to build on a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive last time they had it. He's found some room at the 45. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge game.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back. Just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right. And then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. It just trucks through the defender. Out of bounds, but not before a big game. This offense is ripping the defense apart today. And as we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. Here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Launching one to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
First down, we're going to throw the ball. It's caught. Nice pitch and catch. Tackled right at the 30. Good enough to move the sticks.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Finds his target. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
I really like what this defensive coordinator's doing right now. He's got a nice lead to sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. Going the other way, can they catch him? Touchdown, Wolverines. And the defense adds 6 from the interception return. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick-6 last time out here. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. He's moving out of the pocket. Looking to scramble now. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Important second down play coming up. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
And that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense able to stop it. It's 4th down now.
Chris, it just feels like the offense is almost teasing the defense with this play. As an offensive coordinator quarterback, you're often looking for that soft spot in the zone. And here, they do a nice job of finding that hole for a nice gain.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
I can't believe the call here by this offense. A lot of teams, they're not going to keep it on the ground in this situation. 4th and 1, 4th and inches is one thing. But they needed more than that here, and they line up and hit this defense right in the mouth and pick up a first down. Give a lot of credit to the big boys up front for making that happen. You talk about a confidence booster going forward.
Completion makes it 2nd down. Looking to throw. It's Tuggle. Good throw to the left. Oh, and he very nearly threw a 4th interception today. He's going to set up 3rd down.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play.
Oh, and the sack is made there by the freshman.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Trying for a 4th down completion. And he's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
Chris, I totally understand why they would go for this here at this point in the game. You're down by 3 scores. We're in the second half. They felt the pressure with the possession that they had, the field position that they had. They needed to make something happen. Unfortunately, not able to come to it.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. On the ground, it's Cook. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
That's a great way to start this drive after taking over in really good field position, working with the lead. Chance here for a knockout punch.
He'll hand it off. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now. The Wolverines line up with a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Ball sits at the 2-yard line for 3rd and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Michigan. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. BAT is good as they build on this big lead. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Now he comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. That last possession, they got stopped on 4th down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. Looking to throw it on 1st down. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage.
I really feel that this quarterback is rattled. At this point, he's already been sacked a number of times. I think it's affecting his timing with his receivers.
Scanning the field. It's Tuggle. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
Great spot to start this drive for the offense. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looking for his big tight end. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. 2nd and 10 here. And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Hey, it's a great job of running the football. It's the right idea, but the back's got to stay in bounds. Because remember, with the new rule in college football, the clock still stops momentarily until the referee sets the play clock for the next play, and then it'll start again. So stay in bounds and work that clock.
Offense facing 4th down.
They've been great on 4th down so far today. 3 for 3. Can they stay perfect? The pre-snap motion from the offense. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. And he's swarmed by the pass rush. A sack to end this drive.
That's really good coverage downfield, and it just looked like the quarterback was waiting and waiting and waiting a little bit too long. By the time he decides to try to make a throw, nothing's open. And result is a sack and a turnover on downs.
Going to try to use his legs here. Breaking free at the 35. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Scanning the field. It's Tuggle. Receiver makes the grab.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
3rd down play for this offense. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Brought down to the 27. It's a 1st down. This offense really threatening now.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the 2nd half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
We've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. Buckeyes pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. Looking to chuck it again. The pass rush closed. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover.
Oh, just a costly turnover here for this offense. Last thing they wanted to see is put this ball on the ground, and really any chance of getting back into this game is lost.
And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Quick spin on the run. Getting close to midfield now. They bring it. Seven.
That's the mark of a well-coached team. These guys don't even pay attention to the score. They're just out there executing and churning up yards. Good, solid run there. As this clock continues to wind down, this offense has had a great day.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Takes the handoff again. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Holding.
Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And here's the handoff. Eludes a tackle. Finds room at the 30. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Hey, when it's your day, it's your day. This offense, and especially this running back, enjoying a monster day, putting up huge numbers and having a nice, big, comfortable lead.
Well, they test the middle there, but yet nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Second down after that previous play. Single back takes the handoff. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Just another example of this offense, Chris, doing pretty much whatever they want to do. They've been able to run the football. Offensive lines held their own in pass protection. Quarterbacks had an outstanding day. You add all that up, it's a big reason why they're up by such a wide margin.
And they pick up the first on the ground. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the beatdown continues.
Coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
And the point after is good. Kickoff team is on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They need a couple miracles here in the final 2 minutes to rescue what's been a very, very rough outing so far. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. To throw, it's Tuggle. Now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB. They bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense near midfield.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
He'll take a deep shot here. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
He's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
That play makes it 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Lets it go as he's being hit. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
That's just a poor decision by the offensive coordinator and the quarterback. Working with the lead, run the football here and work the clock instead. Throws it into coverage. Now they got a chance to get right back in the game.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. And that pass is incomplete, trying for an oh-by-the-way touchdown, but it's no good. Time expires. Well, let's be honest, all wins are not equal. You go in there and hammer your rival and get bragging rights. That's sweet, man.
Yeah, this one is a little bit different. I mean, this is a game you anticipate, you look forward to the entire offseason. You're thinking about it. Now you get a big win against your rival. You're riding that high much longer than your standard win.
And that is going to